Orders from Berlin. Dr. Tobel is to be across the border before dawn. The English spine hunter will try to take Dr. Tobel from under our very eyes. They are sending a stupid, bungling amateur detective. His name is Holmes, or some such foolishness.
I am not a coward, Mr. Holmes. They won't watch you anymore. Tonight they intend to take you forcibly across the German border. The 4 sections of your bomb site fit inside these ponderous tomes. Although I must confess that I shied at the thought of disemboweling a complete set of Charles Dickens.
You would take the Nazis' own car.
One must adapt oneself to the tools at hand.
But how can we get across the border and through France?
There's no need to get across. This very moment, a Royal Air Force plane is waiting for us at a secret landing place.
Holmes!
Hello, Watson, old fellow. It's good to see you again. I have Dr. Tobel with me. Watson, I leave Dr. Tobel in your care.
Yes, I just arrived about an hour ago. It is most important that I see you at once.
Charlotte Averley.
Guard this envelope. If anything happens to me, see that it reaches the hands of Mr. Sherlock Holmes. You will desist from disobeying my orders and slipping out?
Well, gentlemen, how do you like the bomb site now?
Marvelous.
I have arranged for a little office of my own. I intend to supervise the manufacture myself. Trusting this to you because, first of all, you are a Swiss. And second, there is no doubt in my mind of your ability. I have divided the mechanism of my invention into 4 units. Each is meaningless without the others.
You have delivered the other 3?
Yes. No one but myself knows the identity of the 4 scientists working on the 4 units. Tobel is missing.
Missing?
Check the records and trace a call made on my private telephone at Baker Street at approximately 12 o'clock on the night of Dr. Tobel's arrival in London. Charlotte, Averley.
But he said that if anything should happen to him, I want to give you this.
This envelope has been opened and resealed. We meet again, Mr. Holmes.
What?
I saw Dr. Tobel draw little sets of figures.
Who's been in this apartment since Dr. Tobel entrusted that envelope to your care?
A workman. He came to fix my light switch.
And our antagonist? Professor Moriarty.
We've got to beat him.
Good evening, Professor Moriarty.
Welcome, Holmes. An admirable disguise, by the way. It fooled them completely. Of course, it didn't fool me.
I never intended that it should.
And you will rest, somewhat uncomfortably, in the false bottom of his sea chest. My sailor friend, Jack Brady, goes to sea immediately. Once out of sight of land, he pushes the chest overboard. Time up.
We've just looked inside.
On the top only, there might be a false bottom. Hey, you stop there! Stop or I'll shoot!
So Professor Moriarty is alive.
Alive and in possession of Dr. Tobel's code. The lead in this pencil is hard enough to make an impression on the coarse fibers of which this paper is made. The impressions at the moment are invisible. If we immerse this sheet in a solution of fluorescent salts, dry it, and then photograph it by ultraviolet light, the fibers broken by the writing will absorb less of the solution than other parts of the paper. 4 names and addresses. Jacob Dürer, Professor Farrell, Dr. Kern, and this 4th infernal cipher which doesn't fit the code. Professor Moriarty also has the code, and we must allow for his ability to decipher it.
It is a doornail.
Mr. Holmes, how did you know about this? The yard only heard 15 minutes ago. We better hurry, Holmes. There's still time to save Farrell and Kern.
Too late, Watson. By this time, Farrell and Kern are dead, too.
What?
Do you know anything about 2 men named...
Farrell and Kern.
Farrell and Kern?
What, both of them?
What is the name of the 4th man?
I can't remember.
We not only lose the Tobel bomb site ourselves, but Germany gets it.
I can't think anymore. All these letters and figures whirling through my brain. It's all twisted round.
Twisted round?
Huh?
That's it.
That's what?
Twisted around, you said. Reverse the slide. Frederick Hoffner.
He simply reversed the cipher. Frederick Hoffner, Sloane Square.
Put up your hands, Professor Hoffner.
We meet again, Professor. Sherlock Holmes.
An improvement on the other makeup. Don't you think so, Professor?
Holmes took my place, and while the Nazis were inside with him, he instructed me to attach a small apparatus underneath their car.
He's a brilliant fellow, Holmes. I helped him prepare the apparatus.
Did you really, Doctor?
That is, I poured in the luminous paint when you told me to.
Very clever, Dr. Watson.
The apparatus drips at regular intervals, leaving a trail of luminous paint.
I see, leading us to Moriarty and Mr. Holmes.
Stand still, Moriarty, you're done for.
Holmes! You realize, of course, when I was brought into the room blindfolded, that I heard the mechanism of this door?
Of course.
And yet, knowing that I'd heard it, you planned this way of escape. Not very flattering to me.
Holmes! Holmes!
Poor Moriarty. I neglected to warn him. It seems some careless person came across his trap door and left it open.
We'll send her thousands of them in RAF planes.
Yes. Thanks to Mr. Sherlock Holmes.